Oh, whoa! We poking those mons. Yes, hi, James. Welcome. Welcome, James. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Hey, Matt. It's nice to get to see this intro screen. We didn't get to see this when we started yesterday, so it's really nice to see. It's very pretty. Very Breath of the Wild, as well. Um, the design is really nice. I'm not ragging on it for being a very Breath of the Wild design. It's very well done. You don't know how much you can participate because you're still trying to do the writing things. Well, I'm glad you're doing the writing things. Right things. Um, so, of course, we will just quickly. I'm going to quickly deactivate and reactivate the capture just so we don't have, hopefully, any desync. There we go. All right. Let's take a look at our Pokemons. I still can't get over the fact that I can just do this. Just send out all my Pokemons. Hello, everybody. I don't know if I can name them, though. You don't know if you'll be finishing this game in a timely fashion? That's fair. I swear I will one day finish Shining Pearl Nuzlocke. You've seen others named Pokemon? I wonder where I can do that. Change name! Oh my god, it's here! That's a weird one. Huh, 0 sugar, but still 10 calories. Interesting. Okay, what do we name our Rowlet? Um... What's a good owl name? This is basically what I've wanted Pokemon to be for a long time. Oh man, why am I so bad at making names? It's an owl. Decidueye is going to be ghost grass. No, not ghost grass. Is that still ghost grass or is it flying? I can't remember now. I like Bandit. And I can just do that whenever. Oh my god, that's incredible. Change moves. Oh, interesting. Okay. We're gonna give Norbert another shot here. Starly. We're not gonna just name them the same thing we did last time. I mean, it's less Go. Like in Pokemon Go, you buy a bunch of Pokemon, or you catch a lot of Pokemon to attempt to like use them to gain experience and stuff. I think is how that worked. I can't remember. To get candies. Whereas in this one, it just feels like um it feels like actual research. It gives me reason to catch Pokemon over and over, and I really like that. It actually makes me feel like I am doing research. Okay, our Starly will be named... Pigeon. Just Pigeon. I know it's not a pigeon, but still. Shinx will be... Zareth. Oh, I can evolve Wurmple. Whoa, that's an intense evolution. I like that. Oh, I just noticed that this one... Okay, we're changing Norbert. Because I just noticed it's a girl. Norberta. Did you have the same idea? What can our female Silcoon be? Was that purple? No, that will be a Beautifly. Monarch. And Buizel. Prudence. Oh yeah, I guess technically speaking, if I want to have Silcoon stuff, I need a lot of Wurmples to evolve. I didn't think about that. Oh, do you have a side quest for me? Bothersome Bidoof. Seems about a bothersome Bidoof keeps sneaking into the village. Okay. Oh, splendid. It came along at a good time. I'm looking for a pickling stone, you see. Would you mind lending me a hand? It needs to be the right size to fit atop one of my pickle pots and heavy enough to put a nice firm pressure on the pickles while they're fermenting. I suppose it would be hard for me to lift such a heavy thing from the pot. The best thing would be for the stone to lift itself up, actually. Oh, I have a rather good idea. There's a Pokemon called Geodude that lives on Deer Track Heights. It'd be perfect for the job. Could you catch one and bring it back for me? Yeah, that seems obvious. Would you like it? Oh, where'd she go? Okay, she's just gone. She saw I already had the Geodude and was like, nope. What do you intend to do about the Cleaver, Commander Kamado? He may be descended from a warrior of Almighty Sinnoh, but look at the mess he's causing. We can't sit back and let him rage on. You do get right to the point, Adaman. Time wasted is lost. Well, tell me, what would you have us do? Cleaver is a precious lord of the Pearl Clan, is he not? That's the point. My clan can't intervene directly where a lord of the Pearl Clan is concerned. If my people were to do something, our two clans might end up back at each other's throats. Just like we used to be. But even folk of the Galaxy team have been wounded, haven't they? Seems someone's got to do something here. Who then? Would the Diamond Clan have the Pearl Clan bring down one of its own honored nobles? I don't believe I said that. Thought it maybe. You might as well have said it, you fool. Look, we don't know what drove Lord Cleaver into such a violent frenzy. I'd like to know that myself. This is the first as far as my clan knows too. I see you've arrived. This is Polar, the newest member of our survey corps. Aha! I hear from Mai you earned Weirdeer's favor. Good to finally meet you, stranger from the Rift. I'm Adaman, leader of the Diamond Clan, if you want to be formal. But that's a mouthful. Just call me Adaman. If you came from beyond the space-time rift, could you be from the space where Almighty Sinnoh is said to reside? I'm Irida, leader of the Pearl Clan. Caution and foresight are my watchwords, which is why I have trouble believing such a tale. Could you really have passed through that rift? I have a proposition. Why not send this one to study Cleaver before deciding what must be done? You'd send this stranger who supposedly fell from the rift to study Cleaver? This newcomer with no experience? Says the leader with almost no experience. Being a good leader isn't a matter of time, it's a matter of embracing Hisui's vastness without fear. Well then, there you have it. If how new you are doesn't matter, then let's give this kid a chance. I'm sold, Commander. Let's try this your way. This should be fun. I'll get to see how good you galaxy folk really are, with all your weird ways, putting Pokemon in those strange balls and what have you. This whole practice bothers me. Almighty Sinnoh made Hisui vast so Pokemon can live freely throughout. We're meant to stand alongside Pokemon, not count ourselves above them. We do not use Pokeballs for a desire to control our Pokemon, only so that we can live together. Allow us to show you what we can do. This is your mission now, Polar. I order you to study Cleaver and help us find the truth of this situation. I accept. Remember that you are a stranger who appeared one day out of the very sky above us. People are naturally suspicious of your presence here. If you wish to be fully accepted and trusted, you must work hard. Work yourself to the very bone. Well, that's settled, and there's no time like the present. The Lord of the Woods, Cleaver, is descended from a Pokemon that was blessed with Almighty Sinnoh's own power. No other Pokemon you've encountered can compare to his strength. Be warned. Listen to me. The Galaxy Expedition team has come to the Hisui region as a group of outsiders. Some might even call us interlopers. We mustn't do anything to threaten our relations with the Diamond and Pearl clans. Understand? Oh, hello there. Join me downstairs, Polar. We'll cover the details of this new mission. This building is so out of place. It's so funny. Oh, hey, Akari. Ah, good. You're already here. Professor Laventon, the briefing, if you please. Yes, let's get right to it. So, Polar, I understand you've been requested to find out the cause of Cleaver's frenzied state. But as you're aware by now, Cleaver's a mighty thing, nigh invincible even. The security corps tried throwing Pokeballs at Cleaver when they were attacked, but I'm afraid they didn't even come close to catching him. It seems he's a far trickier opponent than even those aggressive species of Pokemon that cannot be caught outside of battle once they're riled. I'd like to be perfectly clear on this point. This mission will put you in extreme danger. Do you believe you can handle it? Of course. I'm strong. Very well. Then let us go over the particulars. The Diamond and Pearl clans revere their nobles because they believe these Pokemon serve their almighty Sinnoh. They leave offerings to express their gratitude to these Pokemon in locations they call the Nobles' Seats. So perhaps a good starting point for our research could be to find out what sorts of offerings they normally leave for this Cleaver. I can't remember what your voice was. Polar, we need to speak with you. Listen, that rift in space-time seems like it connects this world to a whole other world. That world might be where Almighty Sinnoh itself resides. The true Almighty Sinnoh, that is. The one that rules over time. So if you fell through the space-time rift, that might mean you traveled through time, by Almighty Sinnoh's own power. Think of it, you must have been just swimming in its divine might. Well, I've got a favor to ask you, oh amazing time traveler. Don't just study Cleaver, quell its frenzy. Well, you certainly caught us at a good time, young Adaman. We were just discussing our next steps with regard to this whole Cleaver situation. Oh ho! You must be that Galaxy Team scholar I've heard about. Good to meet you, Mr. Professor. Share some of that knowledge with me sometime. Now, let me elaborate a little. Those Pearl Clan types have a lot of respect for Cleaver. You heard his title, Lord of the Woods. I'm sure they'd rather get this under control too, but it's hard for them to come right out and ask those of Galaxy Team, of all people, for help. And the truth is, we in the Diamond Clan have a similar problem on our hands. The Pokemon dear to us, off in the mountains, has flown into the same type of frenzy as Cleaver. Now there's certainly bad blood between us and the Pearl Clan, but still. We've all got to share Hisui, and that means we ought to tackle our problems together. But there aren't many capable of standing up to such powerful Pokemon. You're the best hope we've got. You'll find Cleaver at Grand Tree Arena, that's in the very heart of the Heartwood. His warden is a boy named Leon. Leon is a brilliant child, but also a bit, well, sometimes brilliance can be blinding, you know. He'll tell you all about his beloved Cleaver, whether you wish him to or not. Anyway, I'm sure you're up to the challenge, so we'll be counting on you. See you later. I love the designs in this game. The character designs are all really good. Except for the professor. I don't like the professor. He certainly left quite quickly once he finished talking. I suppose he really values his time. Adaman and Mai weren't wrong, you know. If you're to study and perhaps even quell Cleaver, you'd best start by visiting his abode. Our new Heights camp would be a handy place for staying out toward Grand Tree Arena. And you should stop by the pastures too. You'll want to choose the best Pokemon to bring. Yes, the best Pokemon to bring. Bandit, Norberta, Pigeon, Xerath, Monarch, and Prudence. Oh, Mateo, you're playing the game. You're not much further than this. Oh, nice. Oh. Find yourself unable to pick up materials you come across? Satchels always seeming full? If that sounds like you, it'd be wise to lend me your ear a moment and hear what I have to say. I can just leave. That's really good. Sorry, Bagan, I'll come back. You can carry around even more in that satchel of yours if you learn the trick to packing things in. I can teach you if you'd like. What do you say? Teach me. I like your initiative. My teaching fee is a neat 100p. Alright? Yes, please. Perfect. Then lend me your ear a moment. And that's all there is to it. You see how much more you can fit in by packing things rightly? If you want to be able to carry even more things, there's more I can teach you. What do you say? Sure. I'm surprised they let me keep doing this. Maybe later. I'm probably sure I'm fine. You there, you seem like someone who enjoys a bit of crafting. Do you think you could help me out with something? I'd be very, very grateful if you try to craft something using a special recipe I came up with. So without further ado, here's the recipe. Pokeshi doll. 3 logs of wood. Special items that we can make in this village. I would love to have you craft one and show it to me. I think I need wood for that. Yeah. Ooh, I'll take 2, so I have 5. Make sense to have one more. What things can I buy from you? Ooh. Shinx, Bidoof, headband. Kind of like the woven hat. Ooh, fancy kimono Rowlet. Well, I gotta grab that. Don't have enough for that, so I'll have to wait. Which unfortunately means my pants don't match right now. So we're gonna have to make some money first. So let's just quickly change. Sure, we'll wear the Survey Corps stuff for now. My shoes are gone. And now they're back. And now they're gone. Oh, it's because... Oh, that's really neat. I thought it was some sort of glitch, but no, because, yeah, you don't wear your shoes on this. Oh my god, that's really clever. Oh, wow, that is such a smart... Wow, that is really nice. That's a nice touch. Missions, requests. Oh, there they are. I can go give them a Geodude. You can throw them in the water. Why does it get a little floaty device? Why did Starly not go in the water? There we go. Now it's flying. Sorry, not Starly, Pigeon. Yeah, I do have a Geodude for you. Let's give you... We'll give you the girl. Oh, would you look at that? It really does look like a rock, and it seems to be the ideal weight too. Oh, it's simply perfect. Thank you, young man. With this Geodude's help, I'll surely make some scrumptious pickles. Dude. Where's my car? I like that a lot of it is we just slowly give everybody Pokemon. What do you need? Sir, I saw the darndest thing. I was scouting the Heartwood for crops we could grow in the fields when I saw it. This Pokemon called Cheerum changed its appearance before my very eyes. It was in the evening, the light was getting dim. All of a sudden, Cheren's petals closed right up, so it looked like nothing but a little flower bud. Wow, I thought, I just witnessed the miracle of evolution. But the next morning, when I went to check on the Cherrim, it was right back to full bloom. Why would it bloom just to close back up? Is that how evolution works? Or was the change I saw something different? When you finish Cheren's Pokedex, let me have a look, would you? Huh. Still need to find that. I don't think I actually was able to get him, I don't think I have a big Weasel. No. No, this is completely different. Like, this is a whole brand new thing. Like, this is what I've wanted Pokemon to be for a long time. No. Requests, Bothersome Bidoof. Oh, they're all the way over there. Hey, Rowlet. Like I said, the only downside is some of the textures are pretty rough, especially on the clothing. Yes. Need help researching. It's those pesky Bidoof again. Oh, hello, Bidoofs. I look away for 1 second and the little scoundrel looks right into the village. Oh, this is awful and complete failure as a member of the security corps. How can I face Captain Zizu like this? Now get a hold of yourself, Tsumugi. Just catch the Bidoof and everything will be fine. But still, 3 Bidoof is a lot. 2 more than I think I could handle my own, in fact. Oh, I have an idea. I've heard that these particular pests get easily distracted if other Bidoof are nearby and end up laying their guard down around humans. So if you bring a Bidoof to draw their attention, I can seize the chance to catch the little troublemakers. Voila, the perfect plan! If we combine forces, we'll get all 3 caught in no time at all. I could just go up to them. Sure. I have a Bidoof. I honestly have no idea where these Bidoof could be. Oh. No? Oh no, you have drift going on? Oh, I had to go up to it. Chomp chomp. Caught it. Great going, team. I could have just thrown a Pokeball. Okay. I didn't watch the Bidoof short. Is it about these? I don't know if any of you watch Boundary Break. But she says has been playing this, and he says he's kind of disappointed with the graphics and the textures and everything as well. He thinks that what this feels like is kind of like Skyward Sword was a test for some new things in game mechanics for that would then become Breath of the Wild. So he feels like perhaps Legends Arceus is kind of the test for this style of game for a new, bigger game coming out later, which I think would be very true. And I think is great if that is the case, that we may get another game in this style, something even grander, like on the scale of Breath of the Wild. That'd be really neat. And I will admit, I definitely see some comparison to like Skyward Sword. Oh, I didn't think I'd be able to go up here. Also, I got my booster shot today. The pharmacist was like, one of the symptoms or one of the side effects can be tiredness, and I'm like, I'm always tired. I do hope that, yeah, I'll have to check out that Bidoof short then. If it's funny, then yeah. Yeah, I had 0 side effects from my first 2 shots, so I don't really expect anything to come from the booster either. It must be down the main street then. Oh, I guess it's not. I found the one in the corner by the fields, and one behind the house is on the other side. I just went past it. Oh, yeah, there it is. That's a pretty good hiding spot. Chomp, chomp. Caught it. Great going, team. I mean, I could have literally done that. I wouldn't even have needed the Bidoof. I understand the change in quest, though. Given the old heave-ho. Hold on. Whoa, you're new. It'd be a shame just to send those Bidoof back in the wild, no? My construction core could find a use for them. Huh? You want to keep them? But these naughty nibblers have caused so much trouble for the construction core. They're just Pokemon being Pokemon. How are they supposed to know our village is a strict no-chewing zone? Shows good taste on their part to come all the way here to gnaw on our woodwork, too. But if they're going to stay here, they'll have to help with our work. They've got the guts to keep trying to get into the village, plus the teeth to gnaw through trees and rocks, just what our core needs. How about it, little ones? Meals taste better after a day's work, you know? That's really cute. Just what I wanted to hear. Their teeth can go through rocks? I'm not convinced this lot have it in them to do an honest day's work, but if Sank was watching over them, I'm sure it'll work out alright. You're welcome. Thank you. You're giving me the rare candy. Nice. Nice. How are things, my good friend? I certainly hope you're putting that secret backstrike technique I taught you to good use. Either way, I have some super potions here just for you. Oh, think nothing of it. Having the Survey Corps out and about studying Pokemon is great for business, you know? Supporting you now is actually an investment in my own fortunes. And now I must depart. There are ruins that are just calling to me. Oh yeah, Ruin's Edge? We'll go to the Heights camp. That's where they want me to go. Nice. What other things do I need to do still aside from that one? I need to get a big Blazel. I need a springy mushroom. I need to find Cherim first. And I need some wood. Well, Blazel are really far away. Can I just throw you at a tree and get wood from it? No. So it's not just any tree. Some Starly. Oh, well, sure. I can't remember what I need to do with you, but we're just gonna leafage. Oh, nice. Good job, Bandit. Nice. We got another Geodude. Whoa, that tree is kind of shaking. Whoa, Parasect! Why are you shaky? Whoops. Burmy! Oh. Well, I didn't really want to do that. I need some heavy specimens. Just defeat, see it use rollout. Defeat it with grass and water. Yes! No! Yeah! Okay, Rala, we're gonna pull you away for a little bit. Whoa! Oh. Come on. Come here, come closer. I can't believe that hit it. Dex can be set up as catch, defeat, defeat with weakness, have it use one or two certain moves, and evolve. I mean, that's not all of them. Some are like find, catch when you're hidden. Oh, that thing's angry. You didn't see me, Starly. Ooh, that's a shiny ore. Oh yeah, I got it while falling. Just don't get out. Yes. Whoa, Pichu. Ow. Oh my god, I couldn't hit it. Wait, what? What sees me? Pikachu! Or am I not allowed? Fine. Oh my god, a lot of my Pokemon are really bad against you. It's a female Pikachu! Oh no, Norbert. Norberta. Use Bite. Alright, I got myself a Pikachu. Times you've given it food. Oh man, look at that! That animation on the flying Pokemon. Oh, it got out. Oh, you're Angie. Stun Spore. Oh, poor Norberta. Oh. Come on, give me the springy mushroom. Come on. Oh, I don't have space in the satchel. Apparently I should have been. I can't believe how soon these are ready to evolve. Does Cascoon really evolve at level 11? I like that you get to choose if they evolve, though. You could keep it forever as one at its base state. Oh, do bugs evolve really soon? Whoops. Oh, I've actually got enough for you. I like how quickly you get into the battles. Oh, jeez. No, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Okay. Well, thankfully, we're not doing a Nuzlocke of this game. Hi. Oh, you want to fight? Okay. Oh, the other one's still gonna be here. Oh my god, I'm attacking both. This ain't great. Okay, we got one down. Okay, good. Oh, you just finished the cleaver stuff? Nice. Zubat. What's these mean? No. Okay, we got one good attack out of you. No. Maybe I can get away with this. Okay, good. I got away with it. Oh, they couldn't do anything with that? Do I pick it up? Iron chunk. Ooh. Whoops. Didn't really mean to do that. Oh, whoops. Man, this is so intense. I love it. Oh. Good throw, Michael. Good throw. Oh, hello. No, come back. Is that how big Barrel are? What the hell? Ooh. Sorry, Zareth. Oh, good. You wouldn't attack one of your own, would you? Oh my god, 2 in a row. Okay, good. Oh, I want that so bad. Ah! Some Duskox over there. Whoa! That was quite the fall. No! Oh, Bunnery. Oh. Yes! Oh, that's a Scyther. Whoa, what's going on over there? Oh, well, I'm now in the water. Why do you just have a cowboy hat? I'm Leon of the Pearl Clan, the Warden to Cleaver, Lord of the Woods. And you, I've already deduced that you've come here to meet Cleaver. I'm right, aren't I? Of course I am. I can see it so clearly. After all, the powerfully awesome Cleaver has become even more awesomely powerful. Perhaps that strange lightning the other day was Almighty Sinnoh's divine power. But whatever it was, it struck my lord and left him imbued with awesome might. So I must turn you away, even if it pains me. It's too dangerous for you to meet Cleaver right now. I'll do anything. Oh, such earnest desire to meet mighty Cleaver. I have to admit, I'm struck by your passion. But well, I'm afraid your passion is not the real issue here. I've been told in no uncertain terms by Irida that I am to let no one near Cleaver. I'll fight you off myself if you insist. If you wish to avoid battle, withdraw now, while you still can, or face the wrath of my Gumi. I'll take you on. You don't even realize I'm turning you away for your own safety. How sad you are. Go, Gumi, and see if you can ooze some good sense over this foolish troublemaker. Hi, Gumi. Go, Prudence! Strong! Strong, quick attack! Ooh, agile. Ooh, acid. Oh no, we should be good. We should be good. I could get one more strong style out of this, so yes. Oh, I didn't get a strong style out of it. Okay, well that should be okay still. We'll do an agile just in case. Oh, Bidoof can evolve. How can this be? I may have been defeated, but my point still stands. It's too dangerous to meet Cleaver now. The only welcome you'll get if you approach him is a flurry of devastating blows. Normally I'd simply try making him an offering. A nice heaping helping of his two favorite foods, served up with respect by his loyal warden. That's me, of course. Is usually enough to please him and soothe the prickliest of moods. But even I, Cleaver's loyal warden, can't get close enough to give an offering now, not with the way Cleaver is rampaging and running amok. There's nothing that an outsider like you can do. The ancestors of Cleaver, Wide-Ear, and their cohort drew on Almighty Sinnoh's own power to protect Pokemon and people alike, so it's said. It's by their grace that our clan, that any of us, still lives in vast Hisui today. Actually, now that I think about it, it'd be Hisui. Not Hisui, Hisui. Irida, what are you doing here? As you say, Cleaver's grown even stronger, but I'm afraid that strength possesses a problem for us. If he was indeed struck by that lightning, could the bolts have been sent by the false Sinnoh that the Diamond Clan bows to? Cleaver means so much to our clan. I'd hoped we could bring the situation under control ourselves, not throw our hands up and ask some outsider for help. But we must save Cleaver from his frenzy. Every moment it continues, the danger grows. If more people and Pokemon are attacked, it will lead to conflict with both the Diamond Clan and the Galaxy team. You, stranger from beyond the sky, tell me, Could you galaxy people actually fix all this? Could an outsider actually find a way to quell the Lord's frenzy? I'll figure something out. Very well. Leon and I will gather foods that please Cleaver, in hopes that we might be able to get close enough to make him a proper offering. As for you, find a well to quell his frenzy, even if you must search every corner of vast Hisui. Oh. Your arc phone is beeping. A mysterious power now enables you to return to base camps in an instant. Oh, thank you for the fast travel. What's over there? Huh. How close am I to that? Not very at all. That marble-switch tone, how is it produced? I must know. You're talking about the cricket tone, right? Yeah, Cricketot, sorry. Mystical memory like no other. I'd be in your dev if you can complete Cricketot's Pokedex in your page in your Pokedex and show it to me so we can uncover the truth. Yeah, I could probably do that. Where's the dude that wanted... Oh, you're right here. Got what it takes to make a fine mushroom forager. By the by, did you know that springy mushrooms like this one multiply in no time? That's why you find them all over Obsidian Fieldlands. And they're versatile too. Fry them, stew them, they'll taste great either way. Mash them, boil them, put them in a stew. But I digress. Let's get to teaching you my recipe. And here you have it, the delectable mushroom cake, beloved by Pokemon far and wide. Okay. Cakeler bases. Nice. Too bad it's full. Cool. Oh. Good to see you, Polar. And how is your research into Cleaver going? Swimmingly, I expect. Oh ho, is that so? Now that's quite the tidbit. So a serving of his favorite foods will normally make Cleaver quite agreeable, is that it? I need to mull this over back at the laboratory. You should come along too, dear boy. Look at all those. Good job, us. Nice. We're done a couple. Oh, you got your third start? Nice. This might get me my second. I think I'm ready for my second star. Oh, for this normal course of events, that frenzied Cleaver be calmed by a nice serving of his two favorite foods. I do wonder. Is it possible that the aromas or some other components of these foods might combine in a way that could not only calm Cleaver, but draw him back from his frenzy? But by your own report, even Cleaver's warden, who looks after Cleaver and knows him well, cannot approach him in his current state. It'd be a fool's gambit to get close enough to offer him food. Give me a moment if you would. I need some time to ponder on this. There ought to be something in my research notes that can help us. Eureka! Oh, sorry, wrong anime. Eureka! We'll simply have to throw the food. You've quite the arm for throwing things, haven't you, Polar? Might I suggest you take Cleaver's favorite foods and throw them at the Pokemon? Sure, that makes sense. Yes, it's all coming together. We can use our skill in Pokeball crafting to shape Cleaver's beloved foods into balls, then throw them to achieve the same calming effect, but from afar. A brilliant idea, if I do say so myself. As for what to call those yummy projectiles, well, how about tea time balls? Put one in mind of a nice, relaxing afternoon tea, doesn't it not? Does it not? Why wouldn't you simply call them Laventon balls, Professor? Oh my, with that name, it would sound like I'm the one being launched at a frenzied friend. In any case, we can rely on the Pearl Clan to gather the necessary foodstuffs, correct? Then you should get back to Grand Tree Arena and let the Pearl Clan know our plan. You're off to Grand Tree Arena, best set from the Heights camp. Notifications. Ah, bullshit. Apparently I had a late payment charge on my internet. I call shenanigans on that. Although things are usually always really weird in January. Okay. But I want to talk to you. Oh, no, I sent that privately because I didn't know if you wanted to, like, actively talk about it in stream or not. I was just curious. Still working on the Little Hope. Is that, like, the intro, like, for episode 0? Because your episode 0s are always really good. You've made progress. Seems you have earned yourself a star. With this, you have officially attained the rank of 2nd star in the Galaxy Expedition team. You can now use Feather Balls. Pokemon up to level 30 will also obey your orders reliably in battle. The rewards you earn for your survey reports will be more generous now too. Have these all as well. They are further recipes you'll need for crafting. Sky Tumblestone. Can you dedicate yourself to completing the Pokedex if you hope to rise higher in the ranks? I am curious about Little Hope. I was not as much a fan of Man of Medan. I did finish it. By the end, I was like a little more into it, but by then, like, the story was done, so it was just kind of like a meh experience overall. Oh wait, first of all, Baggin. Give me satchel space, please. One more. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah, you mentioned it to me. Interesting. Well, I kind of need more of these. Ooh. Oh, man. Oh yeah, where do I sell? I guess to the shop. Maybe those would actually be better to use? I don't know. But that is really cool. I played the Nancy Drew game for the Salem Witch Trials. So I learned a little bit about them. Ooh, I really like that. Did it have any actual witches in the story? Yes. Well, ye yes, but it's not like magic was happening. Like there was actual witches in the sense that Wiccan exist in the real world. Let me double check my list of best to worst Nancy Drews. Of the 9 I've played, Midnight in Salem is at number 4. It is the most most current Nancy Drew. It is the latest one. So many in the pastures. I need to go grind out some items. Time for Bandit. I love it. I should change my picture on that. Oh, mystery gifts. Oh. What could be under this? Motion sensor. Oh. Let me check my stuff. I need to get some... I need to go get some Buizel. My, that Galaxy Hall is one fine building even from the outside. The Galaxy team certainly got themselves a grand headquarters, I'll give them that. Oh yes, I came because I had some news that I thought you might be interested in. Better you actually see what's going on though. Let's head to, what did you end up calling it? The Heights Camp? Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. I spoke to Weirdeer about what's been going on. I told him how you've been trekking all over the fieldlands seeking a way to quell Cleaver's frenzy. All this from someone who's not even part of our clan or the Pearl clan. Just some wanderer who fell through a rift into this world. And hearing that, well, you can see how he responded. I trust you appreciate it. Weirder's found you worthy, you see, which means you'll need a flute like we have. Mind demonstrating for him, Mai? This is very important, so listen well. I've heard that before. Is that sound in a different game? That's a Celestica flute that Mai just played. It's a precious tool that can be used to call on Weirder so you can ride upon him. It said the Celestica flutes were gifts from Almighty Sinnoh itself, and now this one's yours. It's not that grand a gesture, really. I can't play the flute for the life of me. See if you can play that melody. Weirder opened his heart and learned well the sound of your playing. Our face looks so concerned. We're just like, an avocado. Thanks. Now use that Celestica flute wisely and gallop across the land with the great Weirdeer. You've got a frenzied Pokemon to quell at Grand Tree Arena, haven't you? With Weirdeer, you can gallop across the fieldlands in no time. Nice. Cool. I like that. Oh. Well, that's... Oh, that's just instant. No! Dang it! Ow. I need the shiny. I need the shiny. I'll use my last heavy ball right now, right this second. Yes! We caught a shiny! I'm so happy we got a shiny. I don't really have anything anymore that's good against that. Oh, it got out. What's... Oh. Is there a reason you're attacking me? Oh, you're pretty strong, actually. Oh, it's gonna get 2 attacks. Ow. Fine, I know when I'm not wanted. Are you seriously still after me? Nice, a level up there. Oh, that is a level 2. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to be a battle situation. Oh, there we go. We got a large. Perfect. Ooh, quick attack. Oh. Oh, are you kidding me? Whoops. If you got a Pokemon in hand, you must throw it. And if you want an item, you must throw it. Well, I guess that answers my question about whether or not... Keep coming. Keep coming. Oh. Right in the forehead. Whoa. Gonna guess you're an Alpha Rapidash and that I should maybe... Oh, I can jump. Oh, these are really, really weak. So many orange berries. Some Stardust, nice. Ah, I see one of our gods. I must attack the one riding it. I want the apricorns. Ooh, that's a big one. Ooh. Let's not. Low battery. Fine then, I shall plug you in. There's a quest over there. Did I get any things done? Nice. Some more money. Gotta go. Get a rest. I want to see my Pokemon. I think we're done with Monarch. Let's get Geodude in. Female Geodude. Bismuth. Right. Where was the quest? Was it you? You. Nice to meet you, young Survey Corps recruit. I hear you have the rare ability to dash over hill and valley on the back of a Pokemon. Balloon race. Okay. 17. Sure, I'll do that. I'll give it a try. Ah, drift blooms. Ah, I almost had all 30. Nice. Oh, I got feather balls from that. Nice. Oh, ouch. Hello, Geodude. Strong style Aqua Jet. Ow. I got hit by my own attack. Yes, I'll absolutely remind you. This is, like, really neat. Abras. No, you don't see me. Oh. Where... Oh. Yes. Oh, wait, I'm gonna fight both. Oh, bye. Hey, Scenario. Like, this just changes up the formula to exactly... Nice, we got one. We got a Drifloon. Like, this changes up the formula enough that it's just really neat. Like, it's just so cool. Oh, you evolved your Stantler? Very nice. Oh, I can pick stuff up while I'm riding. I got a shiny Geodude. I don't want to fight you. What's your level? Whoops. I'm sorry, Bismuth. Oh, you missed a shiny Wurmple? That sucks. Right now, I'm mostly just trying to get, like, items. I can't remember what I actually need to craft the heavy ball and the feather. I guess I could just teleport back. I know a lot of people are, like, really hung up on the game not looking the best, but I mean, like, this is fine. This game looks fine to me. shoot. Ow. You got rid of my warding charm? Wow, that is rude. Debating who you want to keep in your party. Yeah, that's a tough one. Oh, hello. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's just a Gyarados flying in the sky with really rough frame rate. That's really cute, pretty. How would I even get near it, though? I guess from that mountain? Whoops. Oh man. Dang it. I lost so much good stuff. Yeah, that was a really big drop. Oh yeah, I need sky tumblestones. Oh, I can make some more heavy balls though. Probably don't need move all at once. There we go. Do I need to get the 30 off of him? No. I need to finish Cricketot. How close am I for Cricketot? Oh, I am done. Okay, good. Hi, Teddy. I don't even remember where I was for that. Oh, there's another alpha. Oh my, oh wow, that just goes. No, get back here. Ow. Rude. Come on, turn around. Oh, I didn't realize he could use that. I didn't realize that the motion controls worked on this. Oh, you already transformed. Actually, you know what? You know, I'm actually kind of surprised it let me be in here. So you say that you Galaxy people came up with a method to try to quell Lord Cleaver's frenzy? What? You'll mash up Cleaver's favorite foods into balls so you can throw offerings at him? Well, that's quite an unorthodox approach. You Galaxy people, your inventiveness just blows me away. I mean, now you can make offerings to Lord Cleaver from a safe distance. I'll lend you my aid if it means we might provide Cleaver with his offering. Let's begin at once. Hold on, Leon. Don't get ahead of yourself. Whatever the plan is, you'll need Cleaver's favorite plump beans. I've brought them, as promised. God, that's right. My apologies, Irida. I've forgotten all about you. I admit, as we haven't been able to solve this ourselves, we seem to have little choice but to turn to the Galaxy team. But even I still have my doubts about whether we should entrust such a thing to an outsider. These Galaxy Team people don't share our customs or our values. So prove to me you're worthy to stand in the presence of our noble Pokemon. You may battle by ordering about the Pokemon you've caught in your little Pokeballs. But on my side, I have a Pokemon as close to me as a sister, as one of my blood. If you can defeat Glaceon and me, I will entrust you with Cleaver's fate. Will you battle us? Glaceon, okay. Then allow Glaceon's true strength to chill you to your depths. Ooh, I don't really have anything strong against ice right now. Okay, it's paralyzed. Perfect. That's what we needed. Aw, man. Just a little too much, huh? Battle decided. Whoa! I see now. Pokeballs are simply your tools of choice, not products of disregard for Pokemon. You still understand the Pokemon that you've caught and treat them as partners. I feel better putting my trust in you now, I think. Let me see to your Pokemon's wounds. Oh, thank you. That is very kind of you. Now explain the Galaxy team's plan. What do you mean to do with these foods? So because you have to keep your distance, you'll mash Cleaver's favorite foods together. Ball them up and try to quell his frenzy by throwing them at him? Interesting, so you've developed soothing balms of sort to calm our lord. Very well, if it'll help soothe Cleaver's frenzy, let's make these balms with our very hearts and souls. No, heart and soul is a different generation. There, a veritable mountain of balms. This should please Cleaver, if anything can. Now then, ready yourself, and I will summon our mighty Cleaver, Lord of the Woods. As am I. Oh, mighty Cleaver, Lord of the Woods, though it isn't yet time of the ceremony, we've prepared an offering of your favorite things. Benevolent Lord, who works with his might between the heavens and earth, we offer our gratitude, and beseech you, reveal yourself to our eyes. Listen well, Polar. Keep your focus on Cleaver. Yes, thank you, James. Hope you have a good night. Dodging will be vital. Try to avoid his moves as you're throwing the bombs. I wonder what kind of Pokemon it is. Whoa. Okay. Lord of the Woods Cleaver. Oh, right. This is those ones that everyone was complaining about just having a single colored texture, which obviously I think is not its main thing. To claim victory against a noble Pokemon and quell its frenzy, you have to throw bombs at it until its frenzy gauge reaches 0. If you manage to create an opening in the noble's defense, you'll be able to send out your Pokemon to battle against it. Win the Pokemon battle, and the noble's guard will stay down for a brief time. During that window, bombs will be more effective, so throw as many as you can. Ow. Ooh, that's kind of rough. Ow, I dodged at the wrong time for that one. Every time. Oh, that was neat. Oh, its health comes back. That doesn't feel great. I don't know what kind it is. It seems like a rock and a wind. Yeah, it stopped my movement there and made me get hit. Oh, those poor others. Got the insect plate. What happened? Some kind of light erupted from Cleaver's body. Has Lord Cleaver's frenzied mind truly been put at ease now? Does this confirm that the strange lightning was to blame for Cleaver's unnatural power? Maybe. Might. Well, this is what I think, after we've all seen. We know strange lightning comes from out of those space-time rifts the other night. Those bolts must have struck Cleaver and driven him into a frenzy after all. The lightning came from the space-time rift? But if Almighty Sinnoh really does dwell beyond that space-time rift, then the strange lightning... It indeed was Almighty Sinnoh's power? Then were we even right to try to interfere? I happily went along with this plan to create some bombs as if I knew what I was doing, like some kind of thoughtless fool. Outrageous! Calm yourself, Leon. Remember that the Lord of the Woods has long been our protector, keeping the Pearl Clan safe from dangerous Pokemon that might harm us. Would power sent by the true Almighty Sinnoh have driven Cleaver to turn on us and attack people and Pokemon indiscriminately? I doubt it. What Polar accomplished just now, it needed to be done. I'm glad we could settle this without further strife with the Diamond Clan or the Galaxy Team. If you come across other Pokemon in the grip of this painful frenzy, please help them. Yes, fine, I suppose I must concur. I apologize for becoming briefly incomposed. I'm grateful for what you've done for my lord. Please take these, on behalf of the Pearl Clan. Consider it my apology for having spoken rudely to you earlier, and my token of thanks. Citrus berries. Let me care for your Pokemon as well. I appreciate for fighting on our behalf. I think I finally come to believe that you truly did fall out of the sky, though I still cannot imagine the reasons at play. And it seems we've settled things here, though between you and me, I wouldn't mind seeing Lord Cleaver in such a frenzy again. He was fiercely strong after all. I mean, sure. What's that? Ah. What's over this way? Whoa, a cave. Wait, did that say Orboro? Wow, that's some good echo. Oh, we got some sky tumblestone. Oh wow, that actually worked. Yeah, I guess this would be around Orboro. Oh, that's a Graveler. Don't think I want to fight. Ow. Yeah, get some mud slaps in there. Oh, that's all. The startled Geodude. No, I didn't want to roll out. Ow. Whoa. Oh, so this is how you get across here. You have to go through that cave. Ooh. Oh, geez. This area, tad dangerous. Well, I guess maybe not like entirely dangerous. Oh. Oh, never mind. 23. Nope. Why can't I? No. Oh. I think anything I do is gonna attack it. Or just like kill it. I guess I could do tackle maybe. Okay. Very nice. Okay, very good. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We don't have much longer in the stream, but I need to stretch, so give me one moment, please. Okay, we are back. Oh, I can zoom in. I didn't know that. I still don't know where that... Where the, Oh. What's their Pokedex entries? Defeat with rock-type moves, leap out of trees, forms, evolved, different flavors. Someone sees me. Oh, what the heck was that? Oh, those are Geodude. Okay, well I could just drop down there, but I don't really want to. Hey, I got a Stantler! Oh, goodbye. Golbat. Yeah, I don't know where that was. Maybe it was up here. That makes sense, right? Oh, here it is. Well, clearly that might be closer. Oh, wow, I got it. Oh. I'm determined to try and get this Gyarados. I got it! Oh my gosh! Unexpected. Oh, I'm out of room. Ow. Oh, that goes back over to the tree. Oh, okay. Oh, I know where we are then. Which I could just, you know, fast travel. Or not. Oh, I can't if I'm being targeted. That makes sense. Whoa, that's the strongest Pokemon I have is the Gyarados. We're getting there. Hmm? You quelled Lord Cleaver, you say? Oh, well done and bravo, my boy. Time to head back to the village. I saw the light fading into the sky. You must have called the Lord Pokemon. And what do you have there? Could it be? Are those the two fabled plates of old? Please, let me have a look. I see there are some letters carved into them. Let's see, this one says, where all creation was born, that is the being's place of origin. It seems to be a phrase from a very old myth. How did you come across these? I see. So you were given the place when you impressed Rydeer and Cleaver. That is quite something indeed. My heart is practically racing with excitement. It is my guess that you'll find more plates like these scattered across Hisui. If we were to gather them all and decipher the scripts, then we may uncover something absolutely amazing. The mysteries of the past, oh how they tickle my curiosity. What a joy to be alive in such times. Well, I must be on my way. Until next time. Well, that's a new one. Something I saw in the wilds, it was incredible. The thing I saw was a will-o'-the-wisp, a ball of bright red fire. When I was walking on the Windswept Run the other night, it leaped at me like, whoa! At it again with this story, huh? Don't listen to her, mister. My big sis always gets carried away with her fairy tales. Oh, for goodness sake, I'm not making it up. I saw that will-o'-wisp with my own two eyes. Oh yeah? Then why don't you show it to me? Heh, good luck with that. It's so frustrating he won't believe me. I honestly did see one. Say, you're with the Survey Corps, right? And I hear you're quite the prodigy. I bet you could easily catch a will-o'-the-wisp. You think you could catch the one I saw and bring it back here? Sure. I have. Good gravy. I never expected you to bring one so quickly. I'm afraid I'm looking... Dang it. Oh, that's out there. Whoops. Okay, never mind. Oh, man. I got nothing here. Ooh, weird ear. And cleaver. Fancy Zori sandals. You have new hairstyles? I'm gonna say no. Ooh, don't do that. Don't play with the Drifloom. Yeah, we'll get more. Oh, hey, it's you. Eevee! I want to catch the Eevee. Can I have your Eevee? Well done. I have already received the reports of your exploits. You successfully quelled Cleaver's frenzy, restoring peace of mind to Hisui's people. You are a stranger to us, one who fell out of the very sky, yet you have served the Galaxy team admirably. I admit you have earned yourself some degree of recognition, but things are not settled yet. I've received word that there are other Pokemon, nobles, falling prey to such frenzies elsewhere in Hisui. So carry on with your research and survey duties, and prove that you truly are an asset to us. That is all. You are dismissed. Your fellow Survey Corps members are likely at the Wallflower. Go and join them. Benny, old chum, the usual order. 3 servings of potato mochi, please. Oh, and if there's anything else that you'd recommend, by all means bring it out. The whole village is... the old village is gossiping up a storm about our young friend here, you know. He's got quite some luck to have come back unharmed after facing off against the Cleaver. I dare say Polar was well prepared, and he was a quick study of how Cleaver moved in battle from what I heard. All in all, it was a very good show, a victory well earned. We can feel safer going about our Survey Corps duties now thanks to your efforts. Oh, by the way, why not try crafting some of these? I made the recipes based on directions Benny gave me. Smoke bombs? Neat. Lovely. And now that we need not worry about being mauled by Cleaver either, let's take our chance to study all the Pokemon that call the Obsidian Fields their homeland. Polar. I've been waiting for you, Polar. My name's Vesa. There's something real important I need to tell you. Would you come with me? Oh, hi, Bidoof. This is kind of a secret, but something terrible has happened. Hisui is in a whole lot of danger. Hundreds of years ago, a being that brought calamity to this region was sealed away by someone using the power of a strange magic. But now, for some unknown reason, the magic has come undone and the seal is broken. I hate to think what might happen at this rate. So please, Polar, hear me out. I need you to restore the broken seal. Just tell me what to do. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy you believe me. I just knew you'd be willing to help. This odd keystone is for you. Keep it safe. Okay, keep it away from Stantlers. I got it. After the seal was broken, a whole bunch of wisps scattered across Hisui. 107 of them in total. With that odd keystone I gave you, you'll be able to gather them all. Why 107? See, the wisps are normally invisible, but not to the holder of the odd keystone. I know it's a huge task, but please, you just have to gather all the wisps for me. There's one real close to where we are now. How about you start with that one? See that flame hovering over there? Try touching it. Okay. Wait, Polar, where are you going? You need to touch... oh, yes. Oh. The wisp has been absorbed into the odd keystone, just as it should have been. Thank goodness I picked you to help me with this. Come talk to me if you ever need help finding the remaining wisps. And one last thing, as you gather more and more wisps, I'll give you some rewards as thanks. I'll wait for you while you carry out your search. Good luck. Huh, interesting. I wonder why 107. Whoa, the Galaxy Team hairdresser really is, dare I say, cutting edge. Oh hey, you're Polar, the boy who quelled Cleaver, aren't you? That's me. I knew it. You've got quite the reputation, you know. I mean, you quelled one of Almighty Sinnoh's chosen ones. Some people are actually kind of scared of you for doing something so bold. I'm Erezu, by the way. I'm a warden of the Diamond Clan. My special skill is giving haircuts. Real nice to meet you. Oh, snip, but I came here to talk to your Mr. Kamado. See you around. Okay. Well. Oh, hello. Ginter. Hi there, got a special product in stock. A grain cake set. Yours for bargain price. Sure. Oh, I thought it'd be like I get to build it, make them. Whoops. Okay, so berries and stuff. Oh, we got a lot of things now. Huh. You there, Valley customer. Wouldn't you rather I had more wares for you to choose from? It'd be nice. That it would. Unfortunately, Tao Hua refuses to provide me with any new goods to offer. He won't listen to a word I say, so would you try to persuade him for me? I'm sure you'll get somewhere if you bring him some hearty grains as a token of goodwill. 2 or 3 stocks ought to do, but I make it 3 to play it safe. Okay. Those clothes you were wearing when you first came to the village. I can't describe to you the shock they gave me. It's as if I got a glimpse of the future. Yeah, funny about that. There's no mistaking it. You're passionate about fashion, aren't you? Yeah, I see. Well, I have the duty to make this village as more fashionable, too. Let us study fashion together. You're part of the Survey Corps, am I right? Please, I ask you to lend me your talents. I've been told that hippopotas, which can be found around the Crimson Mirelands, have different appearances based on their gender. I feel like if I were to see compare them, it would inspire me to create new designs for my clothing. Please, can you show me both a male and female hippopotas? Okay. Ah, just the person I was waiting for. There's a Pokemon I was hoping you could bring me. When trying to make business offerings the groundbreaking experience of having your photo taken up with Pokemon, but no one around here seems to understand the appeal. Perhaps I was just too afraid of Pokemon to get over their reluctance. But I happened to accidentally catch a Pokemon in this photo, and it gave me a brilliant idea. It's called Pokemon Snap, you see. You travel around and take photos of Pokemon, and that's all you do. See how fluffy it is, how adorably soft, how irresistibly and possibly cuddly? Once people see a Pokemon like this in a photo, they'll all want to have their portraits taken, together with it. But I need to get a better shot of it than this one. If you find one, can you bring it here? Oh, I have one. That's a Baniri. Oh, well, you want me to go in there, and that's not something I'm going to do right now. Ah, it's neat that we actually get to see the Bidoofs helping. Oh, my, you. You know, you remind me somehow of my grandmother. She was always so friendly with her Pokemon, just as you seem to be. I feel the same aura from you, as if you could become true friends with Pokemon. I'd be interested in seeing how friendly you are with the Pokemon you carry with you. Hope you come show me sometime. Hey, kids. Oh, hey, survey guy. You know what you need to do to be a super awesome member of the Galaxy team? Be super brave. Nope! I mean, I guess that's also important, but you need to have a partner Pokemon. With a great partner Pokemon backing up, you'll be as strong as 100 people. I really want to catch a Pokemon of my own someday, so I've been throwing balls to get my aim spot on. Now I think I'm ready to practice with real Pokeballs. I bet you have loads of them since you're in the Survey Corps and all. Think you could give me just 5 of your Pokeballs, please? Yeah, I guess. When we come back. Oh, you're the boy from the Survey Corps, aren't you? Thank goodness you came along. Could I ask you to fetch a plant for me? I need to use it to make some medicine. 3 leaves and it tastes bitter enough to make you dizzy. Unfortunately, I don't know where it grows. Try asking Anise from the Medical Corps. She'll be able to point you in the right direction. Oh, hey, a Magikarp. Didn't notice the Magikarp up there. Hey, sport, interested you in some target practice? All I have to do is lob some balls and try to pop some balloons. Easy peasy, fun and breezy. You can get some fine prizes lined up to give you depending on how well you do. If you manage to break 10,000 points, you'll be in for a real treat. I can tell you that. Okay, cool. Oh, it's all gone now. Make these feel bigger, but the ground sure is hard to plow, so I'm looking for someone to lend me a hand. Okay, so if a ground type Pokemon, could I borrow it? Ooh, I don't have any ground type. Oh, you're done gathering the harvest. Nice. 33 apricorns. 14 spoiled. Let's go with some medical. Ooh. Getting low on money. Be really neat if we get to see this place get built up. Stay in good health. I don't have any. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some moving around of stuff. All right, though, but let us. We got all our Pokemons. Look at that. Love it so much. Bismuth's a little tired, it seems. But we got level 2 evolutions for 4 of them. One of them is fully done with Barrel. Yeah, this is really nice. But that's going to be it for tonight's stream. I want to thank everyone for coming in here tonight, despite it being an off-stream day. Next week we're going to have fewer streams, so this makes up for it. We will be back. Well, we're going to be doing our regular talk show on Monday. For D&D, and then skipping Wednesday, and then coming back on Friday with more of this. So I hope you're all excited for that. Unless, oh, I guess unless I've grinded enough in Shiny Pearl to finish that off, we might do that then. But without, oh, look at them, they're all tired. That's so cute. With that, I want to thank everybody for stopping in, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.